Now on 7, a 7-week-old baby is dead in the upstate. The coroner says it's a homicide, and the boy's parents are now in jail.
Plus, an 11-year-old girl from North Carolina has been missing since the 15th. The FBI has now joined the search.
And from no service to a boil water advisory, the latest from Asheville, where thousands of people have gone days without running water. Good morning. It's Thursday, December 29th. It is 7:30. I'm Fred Cunningham.
I'm Olivia Parsons. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin your morning with a check of your forecast for the day ahead. Here's 7 News meteorologist Malachi Rogers. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys, and a good start to our Thursday morning with temperatures that are a mixture of 20s, 30s, and a few 40s. Those 30s are in Spartanburg, Lawrence, and Greenwood, but it's 28 in Union and Gaffney, 32 in Rutherfordton, and 40s for Greenville, Anderson, Clemson, and Pickens. It's a mild start to the day. We have mostly clear weather this morning. We'll see this mixture of sun and clouds early. Live look over downtown Spartanburg. We're about 10 minutes away from sunrise, but comes in with a little bit of cloud cover at 34 degrees. The jump to Greenville, we're at 43 degrees with cloudy skies this morning. So there's a stretch of temperatures from 20s to low 40s, but we'll all settle with temperatures near 60 degrees today in the upstate and the mountains. That's a look at your Thursday weather. Let's check out our Thursday morning traffic.
All right, let's take you out the door right now, getting a look from our DOT camera here on your screen. If you're making your way along the Interstate Gaffney Ferry Road up toward Gaffney, Cherokee County area, mile marker 97.5, we are moving at the speed limit. If you are making your way this morning through Greenville, we have a crash Gear Highway at US 276 up toward TR, and another Greenville crash Poinsett Highway at State Park Road. A lane is blocked to drivers. 7:31 coming up on 7:32. A 7 News update. The Oconee County coroner has ruled the death of a baby boy as a homicide. Deputies say they were called to Keyaway Village Apartments near Seneca on Monday for reports of a newborn in cardiac arrest. The coroner tells us 7-week-old Theo Rayner was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead from blunt force head trauma. The sheriff's office says while deputies were in the apartment, they found drugs. The baby's parents, Michael Blackwell Jr. and Sheila Rayner, are both under arrest. They face charges including unlawful neglect of a child and possession of cocaine. Both are being held in the Oconee County Detention Center. There's no word on whether the charges will be upgraded to homicide.
Water is flowing again from a plant in Asheville after service was cut off for thousands of people. City officials say the Southern Water Treatment Facility went back online yesterday, but it will take time for full service to return. Some areas are now under a boil water advisory. We're told extreme cold caused a strain on the system and led to multiple water main breaks beginning on Christmas Eve.
Council wasn't even made aware because it wasn't considered an emergency situation on December 24th. It wasn't until later when the usage in the system skyrocketed past, as I understand it, past what even a normal level would be, that it became clear that without that facility, there wasn't going to be enough water in the system to supply customers.
Asheville Regional Airport says restrooms are now open, but sinks and fountains are off because of the boil water advisory. If you need drinking water, officials say you should call 211 between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m.
A fire on Christmas night has destroyed a home in Lawrence County. The owner, Billy Leopard, says that he's rented the house for 15 years and that his current tenants had only been renting it for about 3 months. Leopard showed 7 News this video that's dated December 18th that he believes was taken by the renters inside of the home that he owns. Leopard says the house held many memories for him.
You know, you get attached to things like that, so it do hurt, and the best friend I ever had lived here all those years.
The fire chief for the Joanna Fire Department says the cause of the fire is most likely accidental. We reached out to the renters to see if they wanted to talk with us, but we have not heard back yet. Meanwhile, Gastonia firefighters say that it could take weeks before they find out what started a church fire Christmas Day. The Place Church caught fire hours after holiday services ended. The building was gutted and fire crews remained on the scene for nearly 24 hours. The pastor says other churches in the Gastonia area have reached out offering their congregation space and a temporary home.
A 7 News alert, the FBI has joined the search for a missing 11-year-old girl in North Carolina. Madalena Kojakari was last sighted getting off a school bus on November 21st, according to Cornelius Police. She was reported missing on December 15th. Police say they followed 250 leads, visited more than 200 homes, and watched hours of security video. They've even searched Lake Cornelius near Charlotte, but have found no sign of the girl. Madalena's mother and stepfather have been charged with failing to report the child's disappearance.
South Carolina officials say that the state is in the middle of a youth mental health crisis. They'll soon launch a new tool to battle that ongoing crisis. 7 News' Stephen Ruffing joins us in our Spartanburg studio to tell us all about it. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, Olivia. Department of Mental Health officials say in 2023 they'll offer an interactive mental health screening tool for minors to help get them that next level of care. The free tool is called Hope Connects You. It's based off the interactive screener that was developed for adults at the height of the pandemic. Here's how it works. Parents or guardians will answer a questionnaire based on responses from their child. Then a trained screening counselor will contact them about those next steps. Officials hope this preventative step will help their suicide prevention efforts, especially among children.
This screener is going to be able to help that parent, that guardian, really discern what's going on, validate what's going on, and then link them to that next level of care.
Once that screening tool is developed, South Carolina will be the first state to offer this to children and teens. Stephen Ruffing, 7 News.
It's 7:36. USC is just a day away from its Tax Slayer Gator Bowl showdown with Notre Dame in Jacksonville. Like most college football teams, the Gamecocks are dealing with player losses to the upcoming NFL draft or transfers since the end of the season. Running backs are in demand. Christian Beal-Smith played in the Gator Bowl last year for Wake Forest. Injuries have limited him to just 36 carries all season with South Carolina.
Everybody has to practice like that number one guy, so being able to just come out, practice, and go out each day, you know, it's just another day in the office.
In Columbia, he was a little bit limited where we were just kind of building him up each day. He may tell you his body feels 100%, I don't know, but as far as being cleared to do everything, yes, he did everything today.
There's been some fun away from the practice field. The Gamecocks took a trip to Topgolf. Quarterback Spencer Rattler showed he's got one of the better swings on the team. On Friday afternoon, Rattler hopes to lead USC to its first 9-win season since 2017. Malachi.
All right, Fred, for the folks that got those new golf clubs, it's a good day to try those out. It's going to be a nice afternoon with temperatures in the 50s and 60s today. A little bit on the chilly side this morning. We have 20s and 30s with a few 40s sprinkled in, 34 in Spartanburg, but 43 in Greenville and 41 in Anderson. Downtown Anderson shows mostly clear skies. You have a little bit of cloud cover, but the sun's starting to rise. Downtown Asheville looks good. The Biltmore Estate looks fantastic. We're at 27 degrees. You can see a little bit of cloud cover there in the distance. But overall, the story for today, sun and warm weather as our highs are near 60 degrees today. Get outdoors and enjoy this if you can in the upstate and the mountains. We'll talk about rain chances for part of your weekend. That's coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Ahead on 7 News, we revisit concerns at an apartment complex in Clemson. Hear what the fire marshal says the landlord needs to do for tenants. 22 minutes before 8 o'clock. Oh, there's a beautiful shot right there from Big Water Marina on Lake Hartwell.
7:40 is the time. Welcome back. 2022 has been a safer year in South Carolina roadways, even compared to the height of the pandemic. With 3 days remaining in the year, there have been 946 deadly crashes, according to the South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Just over 1,000 people have died in those crashes, but that's 180 fewer deaths compared to 2021. The number of deaths are at the lowest point since 2019.
A 7 News update. We covered issues at a Clemson apartment complex a few months ago. The people living there now say things are worse. They've complained about water coming from the ceiling and claim it's caused major flooding. Clemson City Fire Marshal tells 7 News he asked the managers at Dockside to fix sprinklers, alarms, pipes, and clean up mold. He says once that's done, he'll be back for another inspection. Residents say it's been one problem after another.
Myself and many residents, we want out. We're not asking for this huge lump sum of money. We're not asking for these grandiose things. I think a lot of people just want out of their lease. They want to feel heard and seen.
7 News reached out to the property owners of Dockside. They have not responded. Ahead on 7 News, there will be an all-orange Orange Bowl tomorrow night with Clemson facing Tennessee. Todd Summers shows us how a rising star for the Tigers is ready for the spotlight.
Plus, we'll have a check of your weather and live drive traffic when we come back.
A 9-year-old boy in California has a new best friend. It's a golden retriever named Shannon. Wyatt Wittry was born without vision. His mom reached out to the Guide Dogs for the Blind's Canine Buddy program. They were matched with Shannon as a companion pet, free of charge. That's cool.
That is
That
really
is so cool.
That's a great story and a great program too.
Yeah.
How cool is that? All right. I like that. I like it a lot. And not a bad day to go out with your favorite friend, if it's a pet or a person. Head out and go outside because our weather's going to be great, guys. Good looking weather for your Thursday. Our morning starts out at 7:46 with this mixture of 30s and 40s with a few 20s sprinkled in across the upstate and western North Carolina. But as we take a look across the southeast, we are mostly clear and dry this morning. Taking a look at some of our shots, our downtown Spartanburg sunrise shot shows the clouds, a little bit of sunlight. 34 degrees our current temperature. 43, a little more cloud cover over downtown Greenville. We're 41 with that fantastic shot of the Big Water Marina at Lake Hartwell. Look how calm and quiet and still the lake is at this hour. And our last shot takes us to a very chilly but mostly clear Biltmore Estate at 27 degrees. You'll notice how blue the sky is behind the estate. All right, temperatures today jump to the 50s by lunchtime. Upper 50s for high temperatures today. As I said, it almost feels like spring as you walk out the door later this afternoon. Still cold this morning, so you need those jackets, but you won't need them this afternoon. With highs near 60 today in the upstate and the mountains. Those temperatures are with us over the next couple of days. We hold on to those upper 50s for Friday and Saturday. Big story though, Saturday is going to be a rainy day. It looks like before sunrise, the rain starts in the upstate and the mountains, and it stays with us through the first part of the day on your Saturday. Of course, that's New Year's Eve, so we'll see if that affects any of your New Year's Eve evening plans in just a second. Here's what we have. Mostly sunny skies today. You'll see the clouds moving in during the day on Friday, and although we're mostly cloudy Friday, still a dry day, so still a good day to get outdoors and enjoy. Saturday morning, 3 a.m., the showers start in, and between 3 and 6, even 9 o'clock, we're dealing with some heavy downpours possible during the upstate and western North Carolina. That heavy rain starts to work its way out of here by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and by later in the evening, we do expect to see dry weather. So if you have those New Year's Eve plans, 10 o'clock, maybe a stray shower, but I think we're mostly dry by 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve Saturday night. By midnight, we come into the new year with dry weather, 50s and 40s, and look what happens on Sunday. High temperatures are in the 60s for the upstate and western North Carolina as the rain moves out and sunshine moves back in. So again, a good looking day today, sunny and dry, near 60s today, cloudy skies on Friday, rain on Saturday, but dry, sunny, and warm on Sunday with 60s for both the upstate and the mountains. All right, that's your 7-day forecast. Olivia, let's check out traffic for this Thursday morning.
All right, let's do it. As you head out the door, I-85 drivers in Spartanburg County, we have a northbound crash at a breakdown, I should say, at mile marker 66. If you're hopping on the Southern Connector, there's a southbound crash at mile marker 11 in Greenville County. And if you are making your way this morning through Greenville along Gear Highway, we have a crash where it meets US 276. That's up toward TR. That is all we are monitoring for any slowdowns for your morning commute. 7:49, if you're not quite ready to say goodbye to Christmas, just head to the Greenville Pickens Speedway. The Upstate Holiday Light Show is open through December 31st. The lights are synchronized to a radio station that you can tune into with your favorite Christmas songs while watching a 30-minute light show. We have a link on our website with details. Just search Holiday Light Show.
A 3-year-old boy in Piedmont named Rowan, who battles autism and other health issues, got a great Christmas surprise. Over the weekend, more than a dozen deputies and first responders paid him a visit. Car after car filled with police and firefighters came by. The Greenville County Sheriff made Rowan an honorary deputy.
Do you promise to be a good citizen? You promise to be a good brother? Good big brother? Sure. All right. Well, we're going to make you an honorary deputy.
We've had so much happen in the last 3 years of his life, and so it was so nice to have people that recognized how hard this has been for him and for us.
Once Rowan became part of the sheriff's office team, he got to explore the trucks and was given Christmas presents.
Clemson's on the big stage of the Orange Bowl in primetime Friday night, and they'll count on a true freshman quarterback to handle it in his first collegiate start. Todd Summers has more from South Florida.
Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, and DJ Uiagalelei all made starts in their freshman season. And fellow five-star quarterback Cade Klubnik will join that list as he makes the first start of his freshman campaign in Friday night's Orange Bowl game.
The only time we saw Cade Klubnik in significant action, the true freshman completed 83% of his passes, had more than 300 total yards and 2 touchdowns to win ACC championship game MVP honors. Now, the former five-star standout has had nearly a month to prepare for his first start, but he says he's been preparing this way all season.
Be the same me I've always been. Just approach it the same way I always have. Prepare like I have been all year. I've been preparing every week, like I was going to play, and just continue to stay ready, which has been one of the hardest things I've done.
One of the hardest jobs on the team is to be a backup quarterback and try to be prepared and ready when you have no idea when you're going in.
While watching from the sideline has been tough, Cade has used his freshman season to learn some of the intricacies of college football.
I think it's helped me so much, just in my preparation, really learning so much about the game, just about defenses and how to watch film, and learned so much from DJ over the past couple months.
While Klubnik knew he would play early against North Carolina, the mentality changes against Tennessee Friday night.
Now it's a different approach. He's the starter, and he's going to be able to prepare, and knowing that he's starting is a whole different mindset.
Tennessee linebacker Aaron Beasley compares Cade Klubnik to another fellow Texan who wears the number 2 and makes plays under center in 2012 Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel. Pretty impressive company. In Hollywood, Florida, Todd Summers, 7 News Sports.
Coming up, this snowy owl has been spotted in Southern California and is attracting bird lovers near and far. Why witnessing this is so rare.
A snowy owl left its home in the Arctic to vacation in sunny Southern California. It's got bird watchers racing to see the rare sight. This video shows it flying from one rooftop to another in a neighborhood in Cyprus. It's a mystery why the owl flew so far south. Some say it's the first such sighting since 1928. Malachi.
All right, let's take one more look at your weather on this Thursday, and it is fantastic. We're in the upper 50s, low 60s today. Plenty of sunshine in both the upstate and the mountains.
And a last check of our traffic as you head out the door. Mile marker 51.2 here on your screen. Making your way over toward Woodruff Road for all of my early risers maybe headed to work right now. No slowdowns on 85, 385, I-26 or the Southern Connector. We're smooth sailing for the most part. Just as always, make sure you have our app downloaded for all live drive updates. As always, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. You can switch over to the CW62 for more 7 News from 7 to 9.
And remember, get your latest breaking news anytime on WSPA.com and the 7 News app. Have a great Thursday.